Hello everybody, welcome to the Minecraft Guide world. Here I am at my at this villager house where I have my base currently. And what we're gonna do in this episode is we're gonna go mining. Um, we're gonna search for a cave and prepare our stuff, and then go deep into the world to get as many resources as we can. So the first thing you want to do is to prepare. Preparation is key, especially when you're gonna go mining. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my sticks with me, my iron with me, my bucket, and I'm gonna use one iron in this formation like so to make a shield which should protect you. Let's see, anything else useful? Not really. I'm gonna take a crafting table. Gonna leave this here. Take this. Leave this. Right. So I'm gonna get a bit more wood, just to be sure. Alright, so this is what my inventory currently looks like. I have a sword, pickaxe and shovel, an axe, my bucket, some food. This is for more food. Crafting table, furnace, some blocks. I'm taking some of my iron with me, coal, and then wood. Most of this stuff you can actually also find in mines, but for wood you kind of have to get lucky, and food isn't really something you can find down there. So be prepared, as you might be in the cave for a little while. So I'm gonna take some water, and then we're gonna search for a cave. The best way to search for a cave is kind of just looking around and hoping you find a good one. So this might be something. No, I mainly get that end here, but that's okay. There will eventually be a good cave somewhere in the region. Here on the side of the mountain, it seems like I've got something very nice, which goes kind of deep. And here is where we get our first interaction with monsters. So I'm gonna make some torches. Put those right there. Alright, so as you know, a torch lights up the area. This is a creeper. You don't want to let that get too close to you, because then it will explode, dealing a lot of damage. Like that, but I was far enough away. Alright, so caves can be kind of dangerous, so you want to be careful. Alright, that's an enderman. Do not look those in the eye, because then that will attack you. But if you have water, you should be safe from enderman anyway. Alright, I'm hearing a spider. Oh, and I'm being shot at. From up there is a skeleton. And that's achievement not today by blocking a projectile. Alright, so I'm just gonna let these explode if I can. Might all up. Alright. And that should deal with most of it. And I'm gonna place a torch. Alright, let me see. I'm gonna place a torch somewhere. Right there. And run a bit. This is a zombie. They just hit you for a bit of damage. They aren't the most dangerous. Alright, I gotta deal with these skeletons. Alright, and that's the Monster Hunter achievement for killing a monster. Oh, there are a lot of skeletons here. Okay, I gotta run. Alright, so personally I think skeletons are the most dangerous, especially in the early game. So I'm gonna take out my crafting table here, make some bread, eat that. So that's a spider, they can climb stuff, and I'm gonna block myself off here. Alright, that's one skeleton. So what you can do is, in between every shot, you can block with your shield using a right click, and then you can deal damage in between their shots. Like so, so they shoot, and then I can do some damage, and then I put up my shield, and then I can do some damage. So if it gets a bit too dangerous, just back off. You'd rather be alive than be dead, I suppose. So just back off, block yourself off. You can just do like this, block yourself off, heal. You heal by eating, and then when you think it's a bit safer, you can come out again. Alright, so this right here is a monster spawner. Alright, so as you can see, the sword does a sweeping attack, hitting multiple monsters at a time. Alright, I'm just gonna stand here. Alright, so this is a monster spawner, and as it says in the name, these spawn monsters. I'm gonna block this off real quick. They cannot spawn monsters if there's a light source, because monsters need to be at a specific light level, which you can see in the F3 on the left side. So this stops it from spawning. I wouldn't break it yet because we're gonna use this later. And then usually there's 1 or 2 chests with some items, such as a music disc, some wheat, horse armor. Take it all, I suppose. These are very useful later in the game, in like the mid game, early game. So I wouldn't break them, but just put the torch on them, which stops them from spawning. So as you can see already, the shield has been very useful. It has blocked a lot of attacks already, but it is going down in durability quickly. But it's quite cheap anyway, so that's okay. So I'm mining the iron, because that's obviously what we're here for all the resources. Alright, so that's lava again. I'm gonna grab some coal here, and iron as well, very nice. Before I'm gonna grab this iron and this coal, I'm gonna light up the area. Because, as I said, monsters need a specific light level to spawn, which is 0. So, if there's light, they cannot spawn around me, and I can just mine these ores safely. At the end of this hallway, we can see we're getting deeper into the world. This is deep slate, and then you get below a y coordinate of 0 around about. So it starts at y5 or something, y6, y8. And this is a bit more dangerous, but also a bit more valuable in terms of resources. Ow. And as you can see, the creeper just did quite a few damage. Oh. Alright. Then I'm gonna light up the world again. I'm gonna light up the cave again before getting any of the resources. And obviously heal, because I don't want to be too low while in this cave. And this right here is also just iron. except it's in deep slate, but that doesn't matter if you just mine it with a regular pickaxe. You do need a stone pickaxe for this one. You can only use a wood pickaxe for stone and for stone, deep slate, and coal, I believe. For iron you need stone, and then for this up here I'm gonna make an iron pickaxe, which gets me the achievement, isn't it, iron pick. And then this up here is gold, which also has a few uses, and requires an iron pickaxe to be mined. I'm gonna explore deeper into the cave. I'll get the resources on the way back. Oh, that right there is a witch. You want to be really careful of those, because they throw potions of damage or poison or slowness. Like this, that's poison. Alright, and I'm also hearing a baby zombie. So I'm just gonna get to safety real quick. In the water you should usually be sort of safe, as long as you don't drown. And this poison is lasting quite a while, so I just sit here, wait till it's over. Alright, and I'm healing now, so it should be a bit safer to go back over here. I'm gonna light up this room up here. Oh, there's the baby zombie. So baby zombies are like zombies, except they're faster and are harder to hit. So they are quite a bit more dangerous than regular zombies. Alright, I'll get that in a second. Once again, I'm first lighting up the area to secure my own safety, which is, I'd say, always my #1 priority when I'm caving. Oh, here's another spawner. Place a torch once again here. And let's see what's in here. Alright, 2 more buckets are very nice. Gunpowder I take, the redstone, the flash. String beetroot seeds I will take with me. And then the golden apple and a name tag, very nice. Now, and these are enchanted books, which I'll talk about in a later video. But for now I'd just say take them with you. They can be quite useful. Another bucket, it's always nice. Bones are nice. Wheat I'll leave. Too bad we didn't find what I wanted to find. But that happens. No need too discouraged by it. I just gotta move on sometimes. I'm sure there is something down here, but I just couldn't find it. Alright, so I'm gonna go to the base real quick. I'm here again, gonna place my furnace real quick. I'm gonna remove this stuff, just need a bit of space. I'm gonna grab my chests, place those over here, and then just gonna put everything in there. Alright, so it wasn't bad. It wasn't all bad, but I feel like we could have gotten a bit luckier. So what we were looking for, of course, were the diamonds. And you know, it happens if you can't find any. It doesn't matter too much. So I'm gonna make a bit more food again. Like this. And we're just gonna go again. So just grab this again, like this. Let's see, what can I use? My iron. I do want to get into a cave before it's night time, so I might just go into this one. Hopefully it's something good. I feel because I don't want to be on the surface while it's night. And this might actually be good. Let's see. Yeah, alright, I'm feeling lucky with this one. Alright, another witch. Oh, okay, so this time I'm gonna use my water bucket to get down. Alright, and this is definitely a good cave. But I'm not gonna go down just yet, because I first want to scout everything. And what I'm gonna do is make a few more torches. Alright. Go into the cave, start running and spamming torches. Because this is a huge area and I want it lit up. And then you can fight off all the remaining ones. Because otherwise they'll just keep spawning. Which is very useful if you just keep finding them. So this is already most of it lit up. Alright. So I can fight at least these three now. Alright, and then I'm gonna do the same thing for this area. So, and the mouse will be chasing you, but you're usually faster than them. If you keep sprinting. Alright, no skeleton. Oh, never mind. There are skeletons here. But you can dodge the arrows, so not too big of a problem. You gotta keep moving, placing torches, and then when you think most of it's lit up, you can. Alright, so I think we should be safe now. In here are diamonds. So this is the deep state one, which I'm gonna mine. And I'm not actually going to mine this one for a couple of reasons. First off, it's a regular diamond, so stone diamond. First off, it's a stone diamond ore, which they're quite rare and I kind of don't want to waste it. And second off, if it was a deep state, I might have mined it. But I've already have 2 diamonds, and if I can get fortune, which I'll talk about in a later video, then I can get more diamonds out of it. So I'm gonna leave this one for now. But if you want to mine it, that's totally fine, of course. Go a bit further for 2 more diamonds. At the very least, preferably 4 more. But you cannot be. Alright, so here's 1 more diamond. 2 more diamonds, very nice. Alright, perfect. That's 6 diamonds. None with the 2 I already had. Means I have 8 diamonds and I want to have 7. So 1 diamond too much, but that's okay, of course. Alright, so I'm back. First thing I'm gonna do is grab my iron. Actually, grab 1 stack of iron and start smelting that. Although actually I saw something in the village earlier which could be very useful. Yeah, I'm gonna grab my iron and then go to let me see where it's at. Oh, this building here, which has a blast furnace. A blast furnace smelt ores faster. So if you have a lot of ores, use a blast furnace. And then let's see. I'm gonna grab a bit more iron again. And then I'm gonna complete the suit by using iron helmet and iron chest plate. And there we go. Full iron armor. And as you can see on the bottom left, gives quite a bit of protection. So should be safer. You can also do this before going into the mines, of course. Alright, that's very nice. And while this iron is smelting, I'm gonna end the video there. The diamonds I'm gonna use in a couple of videos from now. Next episode is gonna be all about farming and building your base. So if mining isn't for you, hopefully the more peaceful life is, because that's what next video is all about. And then in an episode or two, I'm gonna start using the diamonds we had just mined. But for now, I think that should do it. So, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, comment if what you want to see, and an episode from in the future. If you have any questions, let me know. And that's all for now. Bye.